just wanted to stop for a minute and show you this game during the daylight hours, because I was recording and realized, I'm recording at night again. It's always nighttime at the game whenever I'm recording, so I figured I would stop and make sure I actually got some daytime shots, just so you could see how nice looking this game actually is. Okay, so the last time I talked to you, I said, hey, I had an issue with something not working. One of the missions glitched out, and I died. And I kind of came out of the garage over there and didn't realize that was the garage. And that's what I needed to do to fix it. So I actually got to start advancing forward in missions, which made me very happy. I got to find out what that one event was. I was like, doesn't end. Well, there's a reason why it doesn't end, and playing it, I got to kind of find out what that was. It's just something you're supposed to go help out with while someone else isn't there. So it's not supposed to end. It's supposed to be there, which I guess is a good way to sit there and milk kills or whatnot. But that was one of the reasons my advancement in the game was slow and I couldn't figure out what to do, was because that one mission had glitched, and hey, all I had to do was die and then go, hey, look, I spawned here. I'm gonna look into this garage, and voila, it unglitched. Now here's one thing, I'm purposely leaving this here, just wanted to show you a little bit. Now they sell weapons and stuff and guns that you can buy with beans, which beans you buy with real cash, which red beans is the currency. And I noticed that everything takes forever to get everywhere. It seems like I'm constantly running. You look for gliders to get as far as you can, and I noticed that, at least at my level, there doesn't seem to be a way to make them. But at higher levels, I'm guessing you can, or maybe if you get enough of the right stuff, you can do them. Because if I have one of these things, they have these little porta pads. You can throw them down, and you can use that glider. And I am just, and I realize, I think I'm going to get told here, hey, you are way above your head, buddy. So I'm going to leave this, because yes, that's what that red flashing is saying this is above your level. You need to leave. So I'm just going to leave, because guess what? When I died earlier, I was in a place way above my level. So, but I don't see where I can make one of these little launch pads I can drop down and get an instant glider, or pull out a car, or one of these other things. So it looks like you're kind of being pushed to buy stuff a little bit. I mean, if you don't mind running, it's not that big a deal, but things do take a minute to get from here to there. So I just wanted to throw that out. Everything is a big, long run in this game if you don't have some mode of transportation.
Boss, I'm seeing multiple chosen signatures in there. The place is overrun with them. It's going to be a fight.
Now, the more I play this game, the more I am really starting to like it. It does remind me quite a bit of Defiance, but not at the same time. I mean, some things are harder. I'm finding the aiming and everything to be extremely difficult compared to what I'm used to. I'm used to playing with a very high sensitivity and not having that many issues, but I kind of seem to have issues here. So, while I'm saying that, I'm sitting here looking, and I realize that I don't have my extends on my controller, and that's what I like to call it. Oh, I like to call it extends, because it extends your joystick, and that normally helps me aim too with a higher sensitivity, and I don't have it on that particular controller. I knew something felt off, and I guess that was it. And this will be the next mission after the glider mission right here that I finally got to do. Now, I played more and more today, and I've realized a lot more stuff about the game. Number one, how to change, character customization. I just ignored all of that. Just was trying to play. But things like that, how to unequip guns, equip different weapons, attaching mods to weapons and stuff like that. I mean, there's still a ton of things that I need to learn, but I was really confused, and now I'm really not so confused about the game. I'm slowly learning it. Prefer to kind of learn it without having to spend, a bunch of time reading about it, which would probably be the most helpful way, but that kind of takes away from a game sometimes. Sometimes you just want to learn how to play a game as you go, but some games you need a little heads up, because some things don't make sense, and I remember some of those things that didn't make sense in Defiance. Like, I never understood the mod slot situation. Oh, look at this horrible aiming. the mod slots, when they were locked at the beginning of the game, those had me confused. I was like, so I can only put this on this gun? I didn't realize you could open it all up and use them. So this is kind of like that, trying to figure out why. I'm starting to understand the salvaging situation and using the salvage to make other things. And it's slowly coming to me, and I've really like this game. I definitely, before, I might have been a kind of a, and that was a really fast mission, but it was kind of like, I'm not so sure before, but
Hey, look, the Accord gave you a
now
cooldown voucher.
I probably will
You can
continue
use
to
it to
play this
call down
game. This
equipment
is
to your
actually
location in the
quite a
hill.
bit of fun.
It looks like it's an ammo pack.
Now, one definite downside that I have to say is I like to run with my graphics up. I want everything to be as beautiful as it can be, and when you get into a large scale event or with a lot of other people, your frames per second are going to drop. That is just going to be that. I didn't get a nice graphics card so that I could, you know, play something with mediocre graphics. I wanted it to have really good graphics. That's why I bought a decent graphics card. And I'm not so big on the thought of turning it down so that I can deal without a little bit of lag. So what do? I deal with a little bit of lag, because right now I'm not doing so many large-scale events with so many people that it's just horrible. I mean, I'll go from running 80 frames per second down to like 19 or 20 in those events, but really it's not too horrible for me. It just affects the aim a little bit more than anything else. But that's just one other downside with it, but that's not just with this game, so there is just that with that as well. And to be honest, I do see myself being able to play this game enough that, I mean, just in this last day that I've played it and understand it more, I really enjoy it, probably more than I was even enjoying the Destiny beta, which might sound really horrible. I know it's like blasphemy, but I really enjoy it. I like the large scale events. I like a lot of people working together. I like running around seeing people in the open world. I love all that stuff. To me, that's super cool to do that compared to how few people it will be with Bungie. And it isn't necessarily that I'm interacting with people. It's just kind of knowing that they're there that I like. So, and honestly, we'll see what happens from my little issues I've had with my beta videos. If that stuff goes south on me, then there's, you know, that's the type of game that I will continue to have those issues with, and I will just drop Destiny off of my radar, which would be hurtful, because I really did want to play it, but I am not going to deal with a bunch of silliness with it if I don't have to. So hopefully all of that will work out to my benefit, and I won't have, you know, I won't have any more marks against me, so to say. Or a mark that gets worse because I contested it, because that was a bogus mark against me, and it shouldn't stick. But if it does, then Destiny will definitely hit a back seat, and luckily for me, it comes out after I find out whether or not this is going to affect me or not. So that's just a wait and see situation for me, because I still haven't heard anything back. But whether I did play that or not, I still see me playing this game, because I mean, I didn't get to play this game in beta, so I know there were a lot of complaints. I saw the complaints about it, that they didn't like the way it is now compared to beta. But luckily for me anyways, I didn't get to play it during beta, so nothing is wrong with what I see. As much as I'd love to be able to explore everything, there's nothing for me to complain about, because I didn't see it and know what it was beforehand. There's nothing missing for me. But that's about it for me. I just wanted to put up a little more gameplay of it. I really liked it. If you haven't checked it out yet, get Firefall. It's free. There's no reason not to check this game out if you can. And I will catch you guys later.